Welcome back to the Real Estate News, everybody. Don Hopkins Home Inspections is here. Thanks for coming back to the show, Don.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, of course, we're talking home inspections, and I'm wondering, once somebody contacts you because they've been sold, they've seen you on the show, they definitely want to use Don Hopkins for the home inspections. What happens next? What's usually your next step after that?
That's a good question, because a lot of people have been asking me this when they call. The best thing to do is, once they get an accepted offer and they got to get a home inspector, they do their investigation, they find out who they want as a home inspector, and obviously they've seen me, and I do get a lot of phone calls from the show and stuff. The thing is, though, is that once they get this, get the location, the MLS number, and things like that, I can give them a price over the phone, and then I can set the home inspection date, time, so that, and then let them know they should be there too.
So about what kind of window do they need to allow for this? How long does it usually take?
For the inspection itself, it could take like sometimes 2.5 to up to 4 hours. It depends on the age of the house. All what I find in the home inspection, because sometimes there's a lot of defects and things that have to be called out and written out and notes made. But it could take various from 2.5 to 3, 4 hours.
Okay, just depends on what there is to find, yeah, and how big the property is too, I'd imagine. So now people are going to want to probably be there to kind of follow you around and see it as you're seeing it. Can they be there to ask questions?
Oh yes, I encourage it. A lot of times the home inspections that do take that, like we just said, sometimes 3.5, 4 hours. I always tell people, if we start the home inspection at 8 o'clock in the morning, I like the clients to show up, hopefully with the realtor if they can, to show up right around 10 o'clock. That gives me time to get off the roof and get the full scope of what's going on, and then I have them some information for them when they do arrive.
That makes sense too, because I guess you don't exactly want them climbing up on the roof with you, so yeah, so better to let you get down there. So, okay, let's say you've done your time, the inspection's done. How long does it take to get then the official written report that they can see?
To get the report, once I leave the house, it's really nice, because when I'm with the client, I can verbally tell them what's going on. So they already know what's going to kind of be in the report, but I have to write it out in detail, put the pictures in with the report. So when I can send that report out, usually the same day. I try really hard to get it the same day. If not, it's going to be the very next morning. So they have that right away, because they're eager to know what's all in that report.
That's nice. It's a quick turnaround time, because it is. Yeah, you're really excited to find out, is this house going to work for us or not? So what's the number one thing the client's going to get from the report? What should they turn to first?
The number one thing that they get from it, you know what, I want to say, the number one thing that they're going to get out of this report is knowledge. They're going to have knowledge on what's in that home, what are defects, what to expect, so they don't have the unexpected, a bill that'll come down the road that will come and haunt them after they close on the house. They'll have that peace of mind, actually.
Peace of mind, and like they say, Don, knowing is half the battle, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, thanks so much, Don Hopkins, for coming back on the show today. If you need a home inspection, definitely contact him, and stay with us. There's more coming up right after this.